The United Nations is appealing for almost $500 million in aid for the survivors of Pakistan's worst flood on record. The Pakistani government concedes it doesn't have enough resources to deal with the wall of water still engulfing much of the country. The crisis began 2 weeks ago when monsoon rains caused flooding in the northwest of the country. As the torrential rains continued, water spread along the Indus River. The Swat Valley and districts in Punjab are the worst affected areas, and new flood warnings have been issued for Punjab and the southern province of Sindh. The ABC South Asia correspondent Sally Sara has spent the best part of a week in the flood zone. Here's her latest report from the southern Pakistani city of Saka.
Rahmatullah Chacha is desperate to find help for his tiny daughter Benazir. She survived the flood, but now sickness and hunger have taken hold. Many of those left homeless by the disaster are camping in classrooms at this college, but they have nothing to eat. Rahmatullah's 3-month-old son Wazir died from gastroenteritis yesterday. Now he's worried he'll lose Benazir in the next few hours. There are so many critically ill babies here and not enough space in the ambulance. Benazir looks small enough to be a baby, but she's a toddler.
She's 2 years old and she's 5.2 kilos, so she's going to be the malnutrition. That is called the severe malnutrition she is going to be.
The hospital corridors are crowded with people in need. It's full and filthy. The body of a middle-aged woman is left near the front door. Benazir is so dehydrated she blinks in slow motion. Benazir's father is frightened when nurses try to put in a drip. It was the last thing they did to his son yesterday. Rahmatullah's children were malnourished before the flood hit. They're so vulnerable it has pushed them over the edge.
What's happening in this hospital is a powerful example of what's going on in many parts of Pakistan at the moment. This flood disaster hasn't happened in isolation. It's added to and been complicated by extreme poverty.
Many of the flood victims haven't been swept away by the water, but by the sickness that has followed. It's the hidden tragedy of Pakistan's worst flood on record. Rahmatullah says his son has gone to God and he prays Benazir will survive. But her life is still in the balance. Benazir and more than 1 million other Pakistani children are facing many bleak months ahead. Sally Sara, ABC News, Saka.